Alright friends, today we're going to be making these beautiful, super teeny tiny mini albums that can take at least 12 mini photos. So, you ready? Let's get started! Alright guys, so let's start. Let me show you what you're going to need first. So you're going to need these. These are tiny chipboards. And the measurement for the chipboard, you're going to need 2 of these. And this is going to be 1 3/4 by 2.5. And then your spine, which is going to determine how thick your album would be, is going to be 2.5 by 1.5. So this is the 2.5 height. So that's that. And I've already prepped my paper. I didn't do a measurement on the paper simply because, you know, you can determine how big your chipboard is and then determine what is the right cover size for you. So I'm going to let you be independent of that. The next part is you're going to need an inside cover. So after you've covered it, right? So after you've covered it like this, so this is the inside cover that we're going to be putting on there. So the measurement of the inside cover is 4 by 2 3/8. Right. I'm going to put it down below so you can get a reference. And then the pocket, so these are the pockets, right? So this is the pages with pockets. And this is the pages without pockets, right? It's an accordion style, like what you've seen earlier. So I have 2. You can decide if you just want with pocket for all of them or if you want without pocket for all of them. So you can decide what you want to do with that. But I want to give you the option and the measurement anyway. So this is a 6 by 4.5. And then, so this is your 6-inch side, right? And this is your 4.5-inch side. So this is what we have, right? Okay. So on the 6-inch side, you're going to score it at 1 5/8, 3 1/4, and 4 7/8. So you're going to score it 1 5/8, 3 1/4, and 4 7/8. And then you turn it around and then you score it at, oh, this is switch. Sorry, this is with pocket, 6 by 5 3/4. You score the same, 1 5/8, 3 1/4, and 4 7/8. And then you score at 2 1/4 and 4.5. Okay, 4.5. Let me write that down. I think I got confused somewhere. Again, it's going to be in the description down below, so you can just use that as reference. And then the one without pocket is 6 by 4.5. And then the same when you score on the long side, these measurements. However, since it's without pocket, you're only going to score at 2 1/4. So let's start. So first, you're going to get your chipboard, which is, this is a measurement for your chipboard. And then you're going to glue it. Okay? So let's glue it. Okay. So, yeah. Right there. So this one, this is made up of four chipboards glued together, just so I know how thick. It's like a spacer, pretty much. You can just approximate these, but having a spacer is good too. With the other books that I made, I just approximated it. but I figured since the original tutorial has a spacer. So guys, I'm gonna link down below Tennille's video because she is the original creator of this, and I want to give her credit because she's the one who inspired me to do this. Hers is a little bit smaller, and hers is like a keychain. So since I love mini albums and scrapbooking, that's why I just morphed it into a mini album. But she needs to get all the credit because this is her idea. So Tennille is Paper Milkshake. Let me see if we can move you a little bit farther away. You're gonna see all of my messies. So this is my plan. My plan is to decorate it with that. So I just want to let you know. So you're gonna cut it like this, right? And then I'm gonna trim this a little bit. I think this is super cute for a cover. Okay, so that's what we have. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to, I like folding it first. You can use a bone folder if you prefer, or you can use your fingers. That's okay too. Okay, and then you're going to cut it with a little bit of space. Can you see that? Okay, you see, can you see that? A little bit of space. And so right there, and then right there. So later on we're gonna fold this. We're gonna fold this just so it's a little bit on the cleaner side. So you just fold these, right? Don't mind my nails again because I worked this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, so it's my first day off. Okay, just like that. What I try to do, when I did these, you see it cracked a little bit. I feel like when you use glue, it's better. And if you leave a little bit of a bigger, space, I think it's so much better. So I'm going to show you the variety that I made. I made 3 tiny ones using Doodlebug, and then we are making the Maggie Holmes Willow collection one. So, you know, it's super, super cute regardless of the collection. I mean, you can use any collection, it's still going to be cute. And then it's always good to use your bone folder. So having your bone folder really, really helps, guys. So keep it handy with you. It's always good to have it. And then we're going to use this. Rosa Kelly was the first one who inspired me to use chipboard when, you know, as with your cover. And I originally thought it was very intimidating because I felt like it was so much work. But if you look at it, it's not a lot of work, and it makes your projects really, really sturdy. So I'm just burnishing it to make it all clean and pretty. I know at this point, we're really, really excited to put the inside cover, right? Like you really want to put it, you want to do that already, don't do that. Okay, the next step is if you want to stitch, if you want to stitch it, now is the time to stitch it so that you can hide your stitch marks inside your inside cover. Okay, so I'm just doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch it, and then I'm going to put holes in here and holes in here to hold my let me show you, to hold the elastic cord. See that? Yes. So let me stitch. I'm going to be back. Let me stitch this, and then I'll be back with the stitching and the cord. Okay, now that I've put some stitching on there, I'm going to put the adhesive. You can use tape as well, like red line tape or any kind of tape. You can even do spray adhesive on this one, but doing the glue allows you a little bit more time to kind of adjust, you know, kind of like tweak it. If you have a bone folder, I suggest you use it because it really helps kind of clean it up. I'm not a very good sewer. I really do think that it makes a project really special if it's stitched. That I do believe. What I did with this one. So I did the same with this one. I stitched it first and then I covered it just so it's very clean and professional looking on the inside. However, my stitching on this one is very rudimentary, but that's okay. You guys understand. So now we're gonna put, so you have to identify, at this point you have to identify which is your front and your back. Since our print doesn't really determine where we want it to be, compared to this one, you know that this is the top and this is the bottom, right? Top and the bottom, because you can't do that. This one gives you a lot of flexibility on where you want it. So I'm going to look at the stitching and see which is better. So I think this is better stitching. So I'm going to put the hole in here. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the 1/8. So I'm just going to put a hole right there. And then I'm also going to put a hole on the spine because that's where we are going to put our charm. Okay, so now that is done, we have a hole here and we have a hole there. Okay. Now we're going to put the cord, elastic cord. Okay, so this elastic cord measures, let me see how long this is. I think this is 5 inches. Yeah, 5.5. You don't want it to be, you don't want this elastic cord to be too loose. You want it tight enough to secure your string. That's pretty much what you want to do with it. So I'm going to get the 2 ends right there, and I'm going to put it right there. Okay, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put double-sided tape. Let's start with the first. Let's start with the one on the left. Okay. So this settles it in place. You know what, guys? If you're gonna make this, I would suggest you put this one first and then you put this. You put the cord first before you put the inside cover. That's gonna make it prettier. I don't actually mind because I'm gonna cover it, but if that bothers you, then go ahead and put the cord first and then put the inside cover. Okay, so that part is done. Now we're going to get our pages. So let's start with the page with pockets. So this is our dimension. That's what we're going to do. And I already cut this 6 by 5 3/4. And then what I'm going to do is you're going to assume that this is a pocket, right? You're going to fold it like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut it. These are your score marks. You're going to cut it until this side, which is your, this is your 4 3/8 mark. A 4 7/8 mark. So you're going to cut it like this. Okay, and then you fold. You see? You fold it and then you make an accordion. Right there. Oops. So you're going to see, let's put your paper. Let me move you a little bit. So this is your paper. This is your 6 by 5 3/4 paper. This is great if you use double-sided paper. So you're going to score it. You've already scored it, right? And then I've cut it up to the last score mark, right? I will fold this like this. Fold it like this, like on the long side. And then I start doing my accordion fold. I normally start from one corner. See? And that's the reason why I don't really mind having this, because I'm going to stick this here anyways. But if you don't want that showing, then go ahead and put your cord first before your inside cover. Because this is what we're going to be doing. And then this part, the page without pocket, so this is simply a 6 by 4 1/2. Right there, just in case you want a reference. And then I've already scored it. So I scored the long side with 1 5/8, 3 1/4, and 4 7/8 on this side. And then I scored it in half, and this is at 2 1/4. So we're going to look at this. That's your score mark. So you're going to cut from here up to the last groove right here. And this is your 4 7/8. So let's do that, and then let's do an accordion fold. The easiest way to do the accordion fold is start with one. Start with one and accordion fold it, and then this one overlap towards itself and then accordion fold. And this we are going to attach to this one with a pocket that we have. So you're going to see, I'm just going to glue this. I'm going to glue these flaps together, and then they're going to be one book. So now that I've glued these together, like the two pages, I've put it all together, right? Now I'm going to put adhesive here in the back so it can stick to my book right here, and then it closes just like that. And then this is how you're going to close it. And then consider what you're going to put in the front, and that's going to be your front page design. So for that, I am going to be using double-sided tape just to make it sturdy. Guys, don't you think this is super cute? I think it's super, super duper cute. And you don't require a lot of paper. Pretty much you just use a lot of scrap. Honestly, I think this is a wonderful project to add to your Happy Mail if you have some leftover paper and you're still in the mood to craft and add some goodies for your swap mate. Okay, so I'm going to remove the adhesive tape right here. So now we have the adhesive removed. It's ready for sticking. Just make sure, since you're using double-sided tape, make sure that you are actually sure where this is going. You know, just be mindful that this is it. So you're gonna stick it, and then you're gonna get your bone folder to make sure that it is sticking. It's holding. I'm going to use a 1/8 of an inch double-sided tape on this side just to close the edges, as well as this side. But this is pretty much your accordion mini album. You can decorate it however you like. We're going to decorate the front part. I am going to be using I'm going to choose which one will fit pretty much, because this book is super tiny. Let's see what fits. Ooh. Let's see what fits. I think the cup would be really, really cute. But let's see. So this is what we have to work with. And this is our book. So definitely not the big ones. This is going to fit. You have to consider that this has to come on and off. Okay. So I think the cup would be great. I don't think there's a lot of option in here because this is too big. Is this cute? Would this work? I think it's too big. I think this would be perfect. The teacup. I like the cat though. I don't know. Which one do you guys think is best? The bunny is super cute too. But it's so big. So don't forget, when you decorate your front, make sure that your cord is not attached. So I think we're going to do this. It looks so big though, but it's okay. And I can still close it, just like that. And then we're going to put a sentiment. So take your cord out. And put a sentiment. And there you go. Super cute. So later on, I'm going to put a paper tassel on here and attach it there. And then maybe some small mini beads. But this is what we have, guys. I hope that was helpful for you, to inspire you to use your scrap stash today. Super, super easy, simple materials that you may have in your scrap room. Let me show you the other books that I made. This is from a Doodlebug collection. And so since the Doodlebug had these cut aparts with their 6x6, it was the perfect size. So that's what I did. I just added, in some pages, I added have a tiny coffee cup there. some pages from the 6x6 cut aparts. Tiny cloud right there. So that's that. And then I made a summer one, which is this one. So cute. So right there. How cute. Because this is a perfect size for the 6x6 cut apart. So I was able to really decorate it. I left a lot of it blank because I would love to put pictures in there. So here's another cut apart from the 6x6 collection. Absolutely super cute. So that's that. Here's the other one. And then the last one. So these are stickers that I put on Nina Solar white cardstock, and then I just put some dollar store foam tape, and that became my embellishment. And it's the same concept. I still use the mini cut aparts from their 6x6 collection because it was the perfect size. Then some of them had pockets, some of them did not. But isn't this a cute present to put in your purse? You know, you can put mini pictures of your grandchildren or pictures of your travel. So that will be adorable to have or to give away as a gift to some of your crafty friends or any friend in particular. So I hope that helps you guys and inspires you to use your scrap stash today. These are super cute. This is the smallest mini album I have ever made in my life. And it can take so many pictures. This can take 12 or more pictures for sure. Because this is an accordion album. And then you can change up the size of this and just, you know, make it bigger. So that this is a super easy mini album to create. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that. I do hope that you consider subscribing to my channel. I would love it if you come hang out with me. And that would be super awesome. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. I will be putting Tennille's link down below because she is the one who inspired me to make these tiny little books. So guys, take care, stay safe and stay healthy, and have a wonderful crafty day. This is Christian signing off. Bye guys.